Hello, leaders. Welcome to Run to Your Leadership Challenges, the daily show that provides tips and techniques to help you navigate the leadership challenges you face every day. I'm your host, Paul Grau Jr. from the CLC Team, and we work primarily with military leaders to help them be the absolute best leader they can be. Our primary goal here is to help you lead from your very best self. Because let's face it, everyone deserves a great leader. So let's jump right into today's topic.
Hey, yesterday we talked about discipline and grace, specifically how they can both coexist in the workplace simultaneously, and how you can discipline a team member and show grace at the same time. Today I want to talk about what discipline without grace looks like and what the consequences can be. As I mentioned yesterday, discipline is an action that seeks control and correction by enforcing obedience and is a form of punishment in many cases. We discussed last week in episode 442 that the ultimate goal of discipline is focusing on correcting what is wrong in order to have future growth. Now, many times growth requires a step back, much like pruning your shrubs or trees. However, pruning your team members can set you back a long ways, especially if the core of your team member is damaged. When we discipline without having grace, we risk damaging the core of our team members. We risk hurting them deep inside, and all too often, they hold on to those bitter feelings for a very long time, which in turn slows their recovery and growth. I remember one supervisor of mine in the Air Force that ruled with an iron fist. I mean, he yelled, intimidated, and ridiculed all of his people in front of others on a routine basis. And the repercussions of his disciplinary actions were damaging to the entire team. Unlike disciplining with grace, he was the complete opposite. He was all discipline with no grace, and the majority of his people just couldn't stand him. Discipline without grace rarely has a positive immediate impact. Instead of correcting a wrong and then encouraging immediately afterwards, discipline without grace is like kicking your people when they're down and then leaving them there to figure it out all on their own. Today's challenge is for you to identify if you discipline without grace. Do you simply focus on correcting the wrong instead of encouraging your people to do better? Are you solely focused on the bad behavior or the poor workmanship, or are you understanding and approachable when you're disciplining your people? Do you blow up and embarrass your team members in front of others, or do you discipline in a way that they can see their error and be hopeful of a brighter future? Are you pruning your people to the point where it is reaching their core at dangerous levels, or are you simply trimming the poor habits while you energize their strengths? Now, I realize that these questions may be difficult to ask yourself. But believe me, it'll make you an incredible leader and one who will grow your team to new heights.
Hey, as always, thank you for listening. So we have some big things going on here with our online membership group for leaders. It's actually growing, and we're adding a new group specifically for military leaders. Now, we're still working out all the details and bonuses that will be included. But for now, please help us spread the word. This group will be a place where military leaders can learn new skills, refine older skills, and have deep discussions with like-minded leaders who actually get exactly where other military leaders are coming from. We're going to tap into everyone's expertise, and the group members will help bring out the very best in each other. So keep tuned in, and please be sure to let any military leader that you know about this group, and that will be up and running very, very soon. This is going to be different than any other leadership development group out there. So be ready and, man, get excited. Hey, that's it for today. And until tomorrow, run to your challenges.